Acres Fabric, and today we're going to be looking at Stonington by Denyse Schmidt. This is Denyse's newest collection with Free Spirit, and Denyse was our first designer that we added to our shop, and we absolutely love her prints still. One of the things we love about Denyse's prints is that she uses these vintage colors that you can see really clearly in her color palette here. She uses these vintage colors in a way we might not have thought of before. I really love how this is mixed together. I can see it making a gorgeous fall quilt, or just making its cozy way onto the back of a couch in a cabin or on a rocking chair on your front porch. I think that this quilt would be useful year-round. It could be pulled out in the summer. You would really enjoy it. This color palette has a really deep navy and then a nice corally red color. The coral red is really stunning. It's not too bright, but it has a lot of spice to it. So it comes in these 5 prints, and they offer the great plaids that Denyse is known for, and some great small scale for patchwork. And then they're a little bit larger. These are probably 3/4 of an inch from corner to corner that way. So still not too big if you wanted to fussy cut these into like little tiny patchwork pieces, or if you wanted to use them big, they act kind of like a polka dot. A really interesting, unique polka dot that you probably don't already have in your stash. So these prints are in the coral range. Then we also have these blue prints, and again, we have a fantastic plaid. The plaid right now comes just in these 3 colors. It comes in this and green. Again, we have a really great low volume print with this creamy colored background. It's not pure white, so it would still look good in contrast if you were using white as a background. And then this really good sky blue color, and then a nice navy for contrast. And then we've got a new small scale print. This one doesn't come in the red, just like this dot, but it again acts kind of like a textured polka dot or a very small scale floral. We have another blue print with this grid and dot, and then this really neat texture print. I really love how well Denyse mixes texture and classic dots to make them interesting again. There's also the square dot and this bandana style print. Let me open this up so you can see what the whole print looks like. Okay, so this is kind of a bandana stripe, and you would get kind of a different feel for it depending on where you cut it. So it's a really interesting print that you could get a lot of variety out of just one piece. Okay. And then we have probably the darkest prints of our collection, this nice black. I love how Denyse uses black in her quilts and in her collections to add just a bit more contrast. This runs the line right between navy and black. It is very, very dark, but I think if you put black next to it, you would find it is actually a very deep navy blue. We also have the bandana print again in green. So you can kind of see that it again has that variety in the scale and the density of the print. And then it has your classic polka dot. I think this is going to be something that people will seek after the line is long gone. A fantastic green plaid, and this small scale green that offers a little bit of relief when you're working with it. And then we've introduced kind of a new color. The yellows appeared here and here and here, but with this we really start seeing that there's going to be a lot of yellow in the collection, and this print ties a lot of this together. We've got this fantastic little floral that matches this one right here, and then we've got another, it's a dot stripe, and it's really neat. This would make a really interesting piece in any kind of a quilt. Denyse's quilts look really great in modern patterns where there actually isn't a pattern, or there's a lot of improvisational piecing. I love the contrast between the new types of quilting and the feed sack reproduction types of prints in new colors. That's one of the reasons we fell in love with her quilting in the first place. We've now got a tan color coming in. I don't normally work a lot with tan in my quilting, but I do when Denyse uses it because hers have kind of a pinky undertone generally that work really well with the rest of my stash and make it look like something new and something a lot sweeter. There's a pink print, and it's just one, but you can see the pink here, and there's a bit of it in here, and I feel like this really adds a lot to the collection. It adds a lot of variety where you have a lot of sameness elsewhere. We also have another dot stripe print that ties this orange and the navy and this tan, almost a peach. It's not quite tan, it's not quite peach, it's sort of in the middle. So this is her whole range with Stonington, and you can see how well it would look as just basic patchwork, but it would also look really good as like her single girl quilts would be a fantastic pattern to use for this. So this is Stonington by Denyse Schmidt. It's produced by Free Spirit Fabric, and it's available in our shop, westwoodacresfabric.com. Thanks so much for watching.